Well, it truly is a long story. Now, I just turned 67, so I'm not going to cover every year, but it almost goes back to the very beginning. Really, I was a kid in grade school, and I grew up on a cattle ranch in Central Texas in the hill country, which in the 60s and 70s, when a lot of other places didn't have many deer, we had 100 and something deer per square mile. I mean, we had deer everywhere. Now they're small, but we had a lot of them. So I started deer hunting going with my grandpa when I was 5. I killed my first deer. It was a doe when I was 7. I went on through high school, just hunting as much as I could and fishing as well. And I found out, I figured out when I was a kid, really probably in grade school, I thought, God, I'm pretty good at writing. I can't add 2 and 2, but I think I can write. So that kind of merged with my just innate interest or passion, if you will, for the outdoors. And so opportunity came along. I guess you could say you make your own opportunity, but you have to be blessed to have chances. And I won state as a feature writer in high school. I had 23 kids in my high school class and was competing against all schools in Texas, and I was able to win the feature writing contest. So that told me that, maybe I had a future in it. So I went to college, majored in journalism, University of Texas, got out of there, late 70s. I went to work for a couple of newspapers, just getting my feet wet in the professional world. And then I went to work editing Texas Sportsman magazine in Dallas, really small little magazine. But the people who owned it sold it within a year to the people who were in the process of founding North American Whitetail. Now, that was just one of those things where, everything just coalesced into an opportunity you could never really maybe count on. But I got there in 1984 to start working for them full time. They'd already been out for about a year and a half at that point. And so by the end of 84, I was actually editing the magazine for them. That was over here in the Atlanta area. And after that, North American Whitetail kept growing, and I just kept riding the horse, and so it's almost, I think, 36 and a half years before I finally hung it up in early 2021. And in the meantime, of course, editing the magazine, but also producing TV, working on the TV show, a lot of other things too. And a whole lot of hunting, obviously, too. So it all just kind of turned into this dream scenario that I didn't know was going to be the case when I was a kid, thinking maybe I could be an outdoor writer. And at the time, there weren't any deer-only magazines. There weren't any bass magazines. It was all the big 3, right? And so you just kind of thought, well, maybe I can be a general outdoor writer like some of the guys that I looked up to, but it turned in a different direction.
Hey everybody, if you like the channel, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you like the clips, I got 2 more options for you. 2 options right here. Subscribe right here. See you guys.